Going to a daycare can be overwhelming for some children. Many parents prefer to transition their children from their care to a similar environment. Family daycare is a beneficial option for those families. Family daycare or family child care means regularly provided care, protection, and supervision of children in the caregiver's own home for periods of less than 24 hours per day. One benefit of family daycare is that providers can offer families the comfort of a home-like setting similar to what children are used to at home, which is less institutional, making it more comforting for children. Another benefit of a family daycare is smaller group sizes, which means more individual and personal attention for the children. Family daycare is often a less expensive alternative to a center and usually offers more flexible hours.
These are the requirements to start a family daycare. First, you need to be 18 years old to actually apply for a license. 15 hours of orientation is required, which includes first aid and CPR. You will also need a background check, and you would need to clear that. Anyone 18 and older in the household has to get a background check, pass a TB test, and last and final, pass your home inspection.
After interviewing 12 parents, 10 out of the 12 parents stated they would prefer the daycare to be licensed. The other 2 stated they wouldn't require licensing if it was close family or friends.
If you were to place your child in a family daycare, what would be the most important thing you would look for?
How well the children are being treated. I'd have to go and check it out to make sure, like observe it, just to make sure they have a schedule and routines for the children.
Would you choose a family daycare that is educational or play-based?
Both, because I think that play is also education, so either way they're learning.
Okay, and so would it be a license or not license?
It depends. If I know the daycare provider, the home daycare provider, then I would be okay with them not being licensed just because I would know them. But if I didn't know them and I was just choosing a random childcare, then yes, they have to be licensed.
Okay, so if you had to put your child in a family daycare, what would be the most important thing that you would look for?
The most important thing I would look for is safety issues. Is it a safety environment? Are they nurturing with the children? Is their ratio up to standard? Are they loving caregivers?
And will you choose educational or play-based?
I would choose both because although educational is very important, play-based is also very important. I would choose one that has both.
And would you choose a license or non-license?
Oh, definitely licensed because it's very important that the daycare is run with a license.
Today we're talking to Miss Taryn Roberts, and Taryn is not only a special education elementary school teacher, she actually grew up in a home where her mom had a family daycare.
So Taryn, from a teacher's perspective, what would be the most important things parents should look for when choosing a family daycare?
I think the most important thing would be safety, obviously, but I think another aspect is a high structure environment. I think when there's not a lot of rules being enforced, I think it gets a little hectic, and it's helpful from a teacher's point of view for those school classrooms to kind of carried over same expectations in other settings as well.
And would it make a difference if it was play-based or educational?
Well, I think obviously from a teacher's point of view, you would want it educationally based, but I mean, a kid can only learn so much in one day or be practicing their skills in so much in one day. And play is also very important for our kiddos. So I think an even balance would be nice. I mean, obviously, helping with homework if it's after school and getting that homework done, but then afterwards, the reward is playtime and getting that time to socialize with their peers and things like that is very, very important. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Good. So growing up in a home with a family daycare, what was that like? Was it busy all the time?
It was
Chaotic?
busy all the time. It was crazy, but it was like having my friends over every single day. It was really, really fun. And I mean, my closest friends that I'm still friends with today they came to my house every single day, and they're part of the family. So
Good. Well, thank you, Mrs. Roberts. So were you licensed?
I was not licensed, and I didn't really, again, intend to run a daycare. It just kind of grew out of watching friends and neighbors' kids, and I really enjoyed it. I loved being home with the kids, being able to be home with my kids, and having the children that I watched be friends. Really, it kind of made it different. It was more like a family.
Big family.
And all the kids kind of grew really close. And whenever it was birthdays, we'd have birthday parties. And I would take the kids and to t-ball practice. And my kids were really friends with the other kids. And so
that made it easier.
It made it a lot easier. It did feel like
it. Good. What was the most challenging part of it?
Well, it was hard because we always had other kids around. We didn't have a whole lot of family time by ourselves. We didn't close down on the weekends or close down at nighttime necessarily every night. It was a very flexible schedule, so it was kind of, the doors were open all the time. The other thing that was hard was just having your home open to strangers. It was hard to have that private space. And it was hard to have, my kids would have their special toys or their rooms, and the other kids would be playing with their special toys and being in the house. And it was hard, those boundaries become really hard. You don't have any personal time.
Right.
You don't get to go home from work.
Yes, you live at work.
Red flags to look for in a family daycare are a home that is unkempt or dirty, negative interaction between provider and children, no unannounced visits allowed, bruising on children, attitude change in children towards provider, neglect such as child being hungry, constant soiled diapers or clothing, or if the provider is not licensed. If you suspect neglect or abuse, please call your local authorities. Flags to look for in a family daycare are a home that is unkempt or dirty, negative interaction between provider and children, no unannounced visits allowed, bruising on the children, attitude change in children towards provider, neglect such as child being hungry, constant soiled diapers or clothing, or they're not licensed. If you suspect neglect or abuse, please call